Welcome back, everybody. Does this sound familiar? Your day began early. Thank you all for being here. Your to-do list is longer than your bucket list, and you feel tired. How do you deal with it all? How do you keep your sanity and your relationships strong? Jessica is a Gestalt therapist, certified from the AETG in Spain, and an applied linguist who has been called the team whisperer. She has lived in 9 countries for 11 years and travelled to 45, 40 of them alone. What she has learned, she now shares with you. Pay attention, for there is power in the 2 words that can change how you see the world. Currently, she is a professor at Assad University, teaching business students how to communicate effectively. As the winner of Best Evaluator in Barcelona, she knows how to complain and how to fix it too. I introduce you now once again to Jessica Breitenfeld, Adaptability IQ, how to get untired in 3 steps. Please welcome Jessica.
Have you ever done a yoga class? After the yoga class, you just felt a little bit deflated. Have you ever had a talk with your boss and afterwards you felt really tired? Is it possible, ladies and gentlemen, that you're walking around the world tired and you don't even know it because it's been so long and you've forgotten what it feels like to have loose shoulders, deep breaths, and a positive outlook? I've spent my life chasing happiness, ladies and gentlemen, because of those tired thoughts that kept me quite unhappy, that I wasn't good enough, that my teeth weren't white enough, that I'm not lovable. The kind of thoughts that social media puts in our head, that our mothers put in our head with the best intentions. And I ask you guys, is there one thought that is just in your head often that is just exhausting you and making you tired? You don't have to write in the chat box, but I'd like for you to go into this talk with a clear intention of what do you not want in your life anymore? And what do you want instead in your life? Ladies and gentlemen, I have tried to chase happiness to 45 different countries. I have tried to study it. I have tried to marry for it. And I've realized that happiness comes from dropping the thoughts that do not help us breathe deeply, have a jump in our step, and listen to the song in our throats. How many of you have a dream? And in that dream, I'd love for you right now to type into the chat box what you wish to accomplish. I saw that we had in the Huva, what is your bucket list? And I'd love for you to type in the chat box something that you would like to achieve before you pass on. Good. Write a book. Thank you, Elizabeth Jordan. Work for myself, presenting my workshops. Ian, yes. Reduce the number of people giving. Oh my gosh, Roger. Resilience, resilience, resilience. Thank you. I have 100. Travel to every country. That's ambitious. Be a lawyer. Create my own business. Get an AS. I don't know what an AS is, but a good thing it's not an ASS. Write a book. Travel to Argentina, Teresa. Earn my own money in a steady job. Lisa, visiting the USA. I think that one's not so hard to do. I think you might be able to get that one on this bucket list. Would like to visit each continent. Antarctica's cold. Transform the educational system. Anita, that's a big dream. Make America great again. That's funny. Teach the world to sing. Beautiful. You guys sound like interesting people. Mine's not so exciting. My whole dream, and it's been for the last 15 years, is to like and accept myself. To hear the wind in my hair and chase what felt authentic to me. And I've done a pretty good job at listening to myself. I didn't have a steady job until 4 years ago. I've been to 45 countries. I wasted a lot of time getting to know little big Jessica. And I've learned a couple of things that I think will transform any life, because my world changed when I changed it. And of course it helped that I went to India, where anything's possible. And of course I went to Brazil, to John of God, where wow, miraculous, crazy stuff happened before our eyes. Of course, it changed my world to get out of Canada. Cold future, cold skies, cold heart. Sorry, Janet, I know you're Canadian. And this is what I often offer to you. I don't know what exactly your dream is and what's stopping you, but if you won't know what's stopping you right now, what the thoughts are, what are the thoughts that are stopping you from getting to that book, from getting to Antarctica, from transforming the educational system, from making America great again? What is telling you that you can't do it? And do you want to keep that voice? Or do you want to shift it a little bit further back in your brain? Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to your lab. Now, Toastmasters is all about getting up there, doing it, and getting a big clap. So in this talk, you guys are going to be doing things. You are going to be listening, accepting, and building. Anyone up for transforming the way they see the world a little bit? Yes, Ian. Amazing. Thanks, Camille. Thanks for the thumbs up. Beautiful. Thanks, Fiona, for the nod. Listen. Okay, by a show of thumbs up, you're going to have 3 options here. This means you're a great listener. You're pretty much a therapist. This means, I'm still married. And this one means, la, 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 la. What did she say? So on the count of 3, you're going to show the rest of us your honest state right now of your listening skills. 1, 2, 3. Fiona's got 2. Patricia's got 2. Oh my God, you all have 2. I feel the peer pressure. I want to do 2, but no, I'm actually a therapist. Don't tell my clients. Okay, Adrienne. Elizabeth, you are a good listener. Roger, thumbs up. Beautiful. Excellent. And the people with the cameras off, are they la 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 la's, or they just haven't cleaned their house today? We don't know. I was able to learn listening to myself because I had met a very, very important woman who made me promise to spend my life doing that. Now, do you guys remember when you were younger? Head full of dreams, optimism, and Roger? Do you remember what you wanted to become? Type in the chat box, when you were little, what did you dream of growing up to be? An astronaut. Wonderful. A teacher, a nurse, and a hairdresser. Fiona, that's so cute. Like doing your students' hair at the same time while you're teaching math. Oh, that's that. Look at. That's amazing. Auctioneer, and she became an auctioneer, ladies and gentlemen. She achieved her dreams. Amazing to the woman that I can't pronounce the name, Majalela. In Spanish, you're Maela, which has a nice ring to it. A computer geek. Steve, did you achieve that? Are you a geek? Geek in the house? What a cute dream. Now, I had a dream. And in that dream, I was cruising through small town Canada. Green truck, wind in my hair, no seatbelt. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to be a garbage man, like a California Canadian surfer, cruising through the snow, taking away people's garbage, and being above the law. Not even the mayor had the right to not wear seatbelt. But we, as garbage men, not even a garbage woman, garbage men, at the back of the truck. Wow, the freedom. I had a woman in my life. She was my 86-year-old dating coach. She was the cookie lady when we were little kids. And as we grew up, she stayed little. And she would say to me all the time, She would say, Jessica, do what you like, not what gets you likes. And I believed her because my 86-year-old Taya, she spent her whole life serving other people. She would drive old people to the hospital. Can you imagine an 86 calling old people old when you're already 86? At age 91, she went water skiing in Mexico and gin and tonicking with her 2 gay best friends. She would tell me not to listen to what other people said, to follow what made me happy. And I did so. And she did so. And then in her last year, in her 96th year, you know that feeling when you can't look at someone because you've disappointed them? In her dying year, I wasn't able to visit Taya because I had forgotten the wind in my hair. I'd forgotten the feeling of freedom. I had gone to the dark side. Insurance sales. Ugh! Everything went wrong in my life when I decided that money could become the happiness in my life. I quit Toastmasters. I fell in love with a married man. I joined sugardaddies.com. Everything went wrong, and I went to the deepest place that I've ever been. The deepest sorrow, the deepest sadness, because I forgot what she had told me. And do you guys ever remember being in a bad situation and then one day you just wake up? Bing, bing, and you stop. You stop listening to the voices that told you no. And you started listening. You started listening to what your heart desired. And you did what you liked, not what got you likes. Anyone had that experience that they did a huge shift in their career? Or perhaps, very nice. Double hands, Teresa, very nice. Abby, Helen, thank you. Thank you. When we ignore that voice that says, this is your natural talent. This is what everyone says you're good at. And we go, no, I gotta pay the bills. You do have to pay the bills. But what would have happened if Picasso would have become an accountant? Did you know that Mr. Bean, he gave up a PhD in mechanical engineering to make you laugh? James, aren't you grateful for that? And what will happen to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't listen to the song in your throat, to the jump in your step, to the speech in your voice that wants to get louder? What will you regret when you reach 96 years old? We're going to do a little exercise right now, what I call a serious game. Because when we play, we have an opportunity to really listen to ourselves and what's going on. And so you're going to be doing a 1 word at a time exercise. I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Someone who says hello fastest could be my volunteer.
Hello fastest.
Vive, she was funnier, but I did see your hand first. Actually, you can play with us, Vive. So can you spotlight hello fastest and Vive? I can't say his name, so I'm going to call him Ian T. I'm sorry.
Very smooth.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Once we're all spotlighted.
No, I have to go up for a meeting at 9:30 in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You're what over there.
Let's see.
See you all soon.
Can you ask? Can you ask?
done, Vicky.
Was it Fiona who said?
Well done, Vicky. Well
Can you
done,
spotlight
everybody.
Fiona? Please.
Excellent.
Fiona, wave your arms
Where's
like a
that
chicken
wine?
so they can find you. There you go. Up in the midst.
You deserve it. Good luck.
Well, I also have spotlight things.
See you tomorrow.
Great. Great. Now we're going to do 1 word at a time. Fiona, you're going to start with maybe once. I'll hit upon. V is going to do time, and we'll continue a story together.
Okay.
Okay, Fiona.
Once.
Upon.
Upon.
Oh, no, sorry. You do once. I do upon. He does you go back to time. There was a.
Okay, so I start with once.
Yeah, upon.
A.
Time.
There.
Were.
4.
Chickens.
That.
Jumped.
Into.
A.
Massive.
Disgusting.
Hole.
That.
Was.
Made.
Of.
Disgusting.
Bold.
Gold.
And.
You're not going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, because you are going to go make your own stories right now. So, can I get a breakout room with 4 people for 4 minutes, please? My dear Zoom hosts, Martina, and you're going to be practicing that. One person with the shortest hair starts with once. Use your, oh, look at me. I kind of like that look. Woo. Okay. Yes, Lisa. And go. And when the story ends, start a new story. And what you can do fun is also do the moral of the story is, and then you guys become one mind for a philosopher. And this is going to be an excellent exercise into seeing if you guys actually are good listeners or you were just trying to impress the teacher. Yeah, because if you don't listen, you don't know if you're supposed to say a preposition, if you're supposed to say disgusting, or you're supposed to talk about chickens. And so I encourage you, check yourself. Are you thinking about the next thing to say, or are you there with your team? Are you listening to other people? Are you listening to how you want to interact? All the breakout rooms almost ready.
Yes, they are, Jessica.
Okay, you will be invited to a room. Please join that room and I'll see you back in 4 minutes. And I'd love to hear what you guys came up with. Martina or David, do you want to play with me? David? Okay. Martina, our Zoom team. Okay. Me, Martina, and then David. Yeah? So, Martina, you're muted.
Oh, I was wondering why you... Yeah, I'll play.
Okay. Once, Martina.
Upon.
A.
Time.
There.
Was. Oh, I'm sorry.
A.
No. Donkey.
Cold.
Fred.
He.
Loved.
To.
Play.
Donkey.
Games.
With.
A ball.
That's 2 words.
A.
Hula hoop.
Hi, Nuala.
Hi, I was in another room and I had to change my settings because the microphone wasn't accessed, so I can't remember what room I was in.
Well, you're gonna play with us? No?
Okay.
Okay, we're at well, you'll find out. David says a hula hoop. 1, Martina, day, and then Nuala.
One day.
David.
Wolf.
Came. Martina.
Home.
From.
The.
Oops. Office.
Where.
He.
Finished.
Drinking.
His.
Irish whiskey. We'll finish there because everyone's popping back in. Thanks. Hi, Anne. Hi, Sandy. Oh, she's outside. Hello, Kevin Lee. Hello, Anne. Hello, Teresa. Beautiful blonde hair, Teresa. Nice. Adrienne, was that good? Oh, yeah. I read his lips. I just can't do his accent. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. We'll wait a couple more seconds. Hello, Helen Kelly. All good? Yeah. So the people who are here in the room, Rate yourself again. Do you think you're a pretty good listener, average listener, or whoa, that was hard? No. Sandy's saying no. Anne's doing the I'm a good listener dance. Excellent. Helen's being honest. So. Very nice. Hello, Debs. Hello, Elizabeth. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Anna. Hi, Maura. Hi, Katie. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Hi, James. Geeta. Is your name Geeta? Oh, cool. Geeta Garg. Amazing. Martin, Helen. Lovely, guys. So, I learned listening because I had to, because I didn't want to end up being a cynical insurance salesperson. Yeah. I couldn't. I had to go do what I love. So I went to Asia and I did it. Eat, pray, love. Eat, pray, eat, mostly. You guys know I like bacon. And I studied what I loved. I researched into what drew me. And until 36, I was a waitress pretty much. I would waitress, collect all the money, and then I would go live in all these other different countries and just explore what made my eyes light up. And I don't know if any of you have experienced this in life, but what you liked as a kid, actually, raise your hand. If what you liked as a kid, you still really like. Huh? Yeah. Any worm eaters in the house? No? And how many have managed to make your job what you like? How many of you, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, look at so many of you. Whoa, congratulations. Congratulations. That is not easy in this lifetime, right? Because for that to happen, we need to accept, right? We need to accept that something isn't going right in our life. We have to accept that there's a tire, there's something, there's a voice that is not going away. And then we have to make a change about it. So the second step that we talked about in this process of a lab, it's not just called a lab for no reason, guys. This is called a lab because we are here to experience the listen, accept, and build. Yeah? LAB. Listen, you already did your first one. Accept and build is the last step to achieving what your actual dreams are. So for you to accept, you have to stop denying and repressing it. You have to accept that you have these thoughts that are irritating, make you sad, that are lowering your energy. You can't deny. Hi, my name is Jessica and I'm a donut addict. You can't start the 12 steps of the program until you take the first step. So congratulations to all of you that have actually listened to yourself, accepted that something wasn't working, and moved towards it. And so build is our last step. And build is about collaborating with yourself firstly, because that's emotional intelligence, right? Building, agreeing that you're going to make a change, and then going for it step by step. Little by little. There's an exercise for us to practice building. And to build, it means to work with someone, to collaborate with someone, to share ideas with someone. And this isn't so easy because sometimes people have really annoying ideas. Has anyone ever met someone or a boss whose ideas did not jive with yours? Yeah. Who do they think they are, right? Okay. And what I propose, is that we learn how to adapt and collaborate better with people. How many of you have ever taught or studied emotional intelligence? Done workshops on it? Maybe you're a trainer, yeah? Right? Okay, Elizabeth, of course you are very emotionally intelligent in my experiences with you. Thank you, Noella. Thank you, Teresa. Very nice, thank you. And one of those is called the adaptability. Adaptability intelligence is one of the 12 that you need to have to survive in this world. You need about 6 to 8 of the emotional intelligence to be called emotionally intelligent. And the one that I think is the most fascinating, the most relevant after Corona, during Corona, depending where you live, is the ability to make decisions, the ability to act, the ability to respond, the ability to stress less with Jess. Hashtag. You have to be able to not fear change. And who wants to change? Other than Darwin, everyone else is like, no, I'm comfortable in my pajamas. I like my comfort zone. And there are 2 words that push you a little bit into opportunity. And we, and all my applied improvisation practitioners and my Gestalt therapist friends, we love to call that yes and. So many times in our lives, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying yes, but not now, not yet. I just said yes to be polite. Do any of you relate to sometimes saying yes, but? Yeah? Who has seen the movie with Jim Carrey? He's Canadian. The Yes Man. Put a Y in the air. Now put another Y in the air. Call back. Yeah, yes, people. Yes is great. Yes and leads to possibilities, opportunities, collaborations, Tinder dates. You're going to go into a breakout room for our last step of the day, and you're going to be building a yes and story with a group. You're going to give a sentence. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in the forest. Next person. Yes, and every day he would chase the squirrels. I don't know where that came from. The next person would go, yes, and until one day the squirrels turned on him and he got cornered. Yes, and. And so together you're going to co-create a story. Just like all of you are co-creating your story with the people in your life. And are you saying yes and to people in your life? Or are you saying yes, but not now? Yes, but not with him. Yes, but that's too scary. No, possibly even. And it's okay to say no. Sometimes you gotta swipe left or say no or walk the other way when they're asking for your money. Definitely no is appropriate. But so many times in life, yes is definitely appropriate. And yes is where your eyes light up. Yes is where your heart bubbles with the excitement of being a child. Yes is the direction you want to go to. So that when you're 96 and you're gin and tonicking in Mexico with your best friends, you say, I lived a life of a lot of opportunity, heartbreak, and collaboration. You're going to be going now into a breakout room, and simply what I said, you're going to be doing yes and. Let's see if I can put it up here. Create a story together. Once upon a time, yes and. A, yes and. B, yes and. Let me put you into the breakout rooms. You're going to be there for 4 minutes. I'll put you in the same room so you can make friends. So click the button on the screen. If you just have 2 people, perfect. More screen time. I know Toastmasters, they like that. More time to talk. So yes, and create a story together as the group. I'll see you in 4 minutes. Okay, I see a couple of you are still here. Anna, are you okay? Did you not get an invite? Unassigned. Well, lots of you are unassigned. You're going to 14. I'm going to put you in a room, Anna. Don't worry. Okay, room 6. You're all being moved. Don't worry, Sanat. You're being moved. 6. Mary is being moved. Move to number 4. Number 5. Oh, you are going to meet new people. Exciting. And Michelle, I put you somewhere. Don't you worry, sweetheart. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are back in the room. I see some smiles. Nella, Steve's smiling. Abby's smiling. Alice. Oh, I didn't see you before. Hi, Allison. Beautiful smile. Debs is here. Wonderful. Great to see everyone. Now, we have a couple minutes for the question and answer, but I would just like to review as much as I can kind of shove into the screen in 35 minutes. I really encourage all of us, right? If we just remember anything from this speech, I love bacon. No, more than that, it's this yes and, right? We listen to the pain, we listen to the tiredness, and then we accept that it's reality. We don't like it, but this is what it is. Okay, and then we have a choice in every situation. We can build towards a more destructive path. We can build towards neutral, keep going. Donut a day keeps the doctor really close. Or we can stop completely eating donuts. More donuts, same or less. Every day you have the ability to make a decision with yourself about how you want to live your life. if you keep choosing to build your life this way, that is your choice. And you have the power. This yes and, this listen, accept, build, this adaptable intelligence gives you power. It is empowering to know that you can decide to accept a very bad situation and still, oh, what did Viktor Frankl say? You can take everything away from a man except for his ability to choose how he thinks, more or less. I didn't read the book. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I pass it back over to the MC of the day. And if you have any questions, but can I just get a little yes and? Can we all do this together? Yes and, yes and. If you do it fast enough, it looks like a cool dance move. So incorporate that into your life, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jessica. That was absolutely amazing. I recognize myself in some of the things you were saying and the behaviors that I think we learn sometimes over time. And sometimes we settle for something because it's easier than making the change. So that was excellent. I see some hands up there. I think, Serena, do you have a question for Jess, please?
Yeah, the big question. I know the answer to life is 42, but in terms of what you talked about with it being happiness, like, is this happiness? Like, did you feel happier when you implemented these things? Is that kind of the point?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I think it's just like, why do you listen to any speaker unless they apply to your life and you can relate to them? And for me, the whole thing is my problems were my own problems. I hated my body. I was this tall. You can't tell, but I am tall. I'm like super German, super nerdy in small town Canada. My mom didn't let me watch like Walt Disney movies. I knew nothing about the culture. I ate schnitzel and that rye bread and sauerkraut. Like, I was so uncool, and I got bullied. I was called a boy my entire life, you know, and I had to accept my body, and I had to forgive my mom and my dad for making me with these tall jeans, these big hands, and this big personality. And I really had to just accept that this is who I am. But it was so hard. And once I finally accepted it, like, all the pieces in my life like fell into place. And so it's like this self-compassion, like, it's okay. You know, you're not gorgeous. You're not perfect. You're not what every person in the world wants you to be. And you're human, and you're beautiful, and you're curious. So it's like this yes and to your good parts and your bad parts.
Thanks for that, Jessica. Did I see somebody else had their hand up there? Was it Sandy, I think? Did I see somebody else?
I just it's say thank you very much. I typed the wrong button. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. Anyone else got any questions or thoughts to share? I think Ian had something there interesting in the chat. He said, do we do things because we want to do them? Or do we do them because it's what's always been done? Don't accept the status quo if the status quo is mediocre at best. I think that's great. Ian, thanks for that. I think that's that definitely is a motto to stick by. Elizabeth Jordan?
Yes, first of all, I want to say what a delight it is to see Jessica. I met her a few months ago at a birthday party the other side of the world and thought we absolutely have to have her in D71. So really happy to have you. There's one word you didn't mention, which is courage, because I think the yes and, that's my takeaway. That is really, really important. It's really made an impact on me. But it takes a lot of courage to say yes and change course. It's not, I mean, you make it seem like fun, but that's not easy. So could you speak a bit to that on, the courage it takes or what is required to do that?
Wow. I think I'm not an expert in that. You're all experts in that. Half of you changed your lives to go to careers that you love, so you all have an answer to that. If you type in the chat box, ladies and gentlemen, what helped you find your courage? Was there a person? Was there a book? What gave you that push to be courageous when the world tells you to be insecure, to buy crap to make you happier, and to impress people on social media? Where did you find the courage? A mentor, a friend, Toastmasters. My faith is a Christian. Thank you, Anita. Beautiful. A courage coach. Yeah, we know one, don't we? I found my courage in my Taya, my adopted grandmother, my dating coach. She never had kids. She spent her whole life as a waitress. and she jumped for joy, and she made everyone she met feel special. And she made me realize that I don't have to have the 2 kids and the picket fence and the fancy job in the corner. Oh, I do have a corner office. Yeah? You have to be courageous to be happy. Punto. That's our time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks so much for that, Jessica. Yeah, we're out of time. Unfortunately, we could listen. I'd love to have listened to you for longer. Just wanted everybody put their hands together and give Jessica a big round of applause. And thank you for giving us a bit of inspiration on what is for me here a wet Sunday morning that I can take into the next week with me and beyond. So thank you so much, Jessica. It was a pleasure to listen to you, and thank you to the audience for all your participation as well. I really enjoyed those games.
Well
so enjoy
done,
the rest
Jessica.
of the day and the rest of the conference. Thank you so much, everybody.